Normally I had planned to get a balloon and just hold it this whole time, but I'm a fat fuck and my arm would have gotten tired, so just, oh well, no props this time. In fact, ever, I never have props. I just got back from watching It Chapter 2. Me, George, and Steph went. Sadly, George couldn't do the review with me because he has somewhere to be tomorrow morning, so, oh well, you're stuck with me again. I'll say it right off the bat. It Chapter 2 was not better than the first, but it wasn't worse. It just wasn't better. I could say the same. I'll explain why. Because I knew Bill Hader was gonna be in this movie, I kind of knew it was gonna be more funnier than the first one. The first one, because we didn't know how the fuck it was gonna be played out, it was legitimately scary, in my opinion at least. But because we knew Bill Hader's reputation as being the funniest guy in the movie if he wants to be, it kind of took away from the scariness of the film. Don't get me wrong, it still has a couple of scary moments. Fucking George got so many scratches and bent fingers backwards because Stephanie, turns out she doesn't like clowns. I didn't know that. So I feel like a dick now. All in all, it's a good movie. I highly recommend it. I do have one small gripe about it though. The first act, it seemed too rushed. Like, I expected a certain event that happens early on to happen a little later. I'm not gonna spoil it in case you haven't seen it, but something happens at the beginning that I actually thought was gonna happen like in the middle of the film or something. Like, I thought we were gonna establish more of each character in the very beginning, but it just gave you like a brief what they've been up to, and I don't know. I mean, the movie was long enough already. I'm pretty sure they could have at least stretched it to 3 hours, just like Avengers Endgame, but who knows? I don't think it was like too long. Like, it did feel like you could feel the time sometimes at parts of the movie. Like, to me, it was slow in some parts, but like that it picked up. Like, you like as soon as you started feeling how slow it was, it picks right back up. And I like that because I don't like when movies drag on too much. So that's a plus for me. One thing that really did piss me off about this, not the movie itself. I'm going on a little rant right now. Some fucking douchebag had his phone on, like, the motherfucker. Okay, he turned off the sound, yes, but I'm guessing he had a fucking iPhone because I counted 4 or 5 phone calls that this cabron had. Like, he had his fucking phone turned like screen down, so every time it would ring, it would distract everyone, and I don't know. That kind of ruined the experience, but not the movie itself. Like, I hate it when the experience is ruined by like the most asinine thing. Like, it really, really pisses me off. Do I recommend this movie? Fuck yes, I do. I highly recommend it. If you haven't seen the first one, I think you're gonna do good because they do have like a couple of flashbacks that tells you what happened in the first one. So it might also give you like something a little extra. So I think it's alright. There's gonna be some things you might be confused or not know if you haven't seen the first one, but I'm pretty sure you can catch up like that if you really pay attention to Chapter 2. Let's talk about my favorite aspect of the movie, the gore. Surprisingly, there's not that much gore. Like, yeah, some of the kills, like, they're bloody, but they're not gory like Saw or like the deleted scene from the first It when I forget his name, the bully, Bowser or whatever his fucking name is. They only say his name like twice in the movie, so I forget. Like, there's a deleted scene in the first one where he slits his friend's throats. That was, in my opinion, that's like the most gore, besides the beginning. That's like the most goriest part of the movie. I don't really count it because it's a deleted scene, so, oh well. But I really don't think it was that gory. Like, it was violent, yes. Had so much foul language. It's a Stephen King rated R film. What the fuck do you expect? But gory? On the gore scale, I'll give it like a 6 or 7. More than above average. It's actually really good. Story-wise, it's really good. I haven't read the book because it's the size of a fucking Bible, so... And plus, I'm not a reader. Another thing that I really liked is how they matched the characters, the grown actors, to the child actors. They look, holy shit, do they look similar? Especially the guy who plays Eddie, the nerdy germophobic fucker, whatever. I forget who he's played by. He's the one who plays the cripple kid in Shazam. He looks so similar to his, to like the kid, that you could believe they're like the son, his brother, or whatever. Him, the fat kid, and Richie, the Bill Hader's character, they're like the ones who look almost exactly the same. Almost. I'm pretty sure they were like enhanced digitally or something, but they look very similar to their child counterparts. And I also like that you don't get lost. Like, as soon as something is mentioned, they either flash back to it, or if it's not important, they just don't mention it at all again. I'm not gonna say which parts because some of them are a little spoilerish, so I'm trying not to spoil anything in this movie because it just came out yesterday, but I really don't want to spoil anything. And I'm not gonna make a spoilers video because it's just gonna drag on. In conclusion, the final verdict. I never did a review to the first It, but I'll give that a 9 out of 10. This, I'll give this an 8 out of 10. It's not better than the first one because, like I said, we didn't know what to expect in the first one, so that's what kind of like imprinted the bar, so to speak. Like that set the bar, and It Chapter 2 just couldn't break it, but it's not a bad thing. It's got its own charms. It's got its own moments, especially at the end. But no, in my opinion, it wasn't as scary or better, but it was funnier. All because of Bill Hader. He, in my opinion, his character is, I would say, the best besides Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. Bill Hader is like the best part of this movie. So do I recommend it? Fuck yes, I do. Like I said earlier, I fucking recommend it. Go watch this movie, and yeah, that'll be all. It's fucking 2 or 3 in the morning, and I want to get some sleep now. So if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and sub, and I'll see you fuckers later.